Hey, Mike here, the next installment of my SEC blog in Week 5 of the SEC. Today we got a few games going on. A lot of close games. It's going to look. Few big matchups in the SEC. One or two that's a little detrimental to the SEC's, I guess you can say, prestige and the rest of the NCAA. A lot of people are talking the Big 12 and the Big 10 are better than the SEC. And I think we all know, even though right now the SEC is pretty much a two-man team, each SEC team can hold its own against any of the other conferences' teams. And teams like Oklahoma, Nebraska, Wisconsin, you put them in the SEC schedule, they wouldn't be undefeated by the end of the season. That's just how it is. The Southern boys are just a lot tougher and a lot faster, and that's just how it is, and that's how it's always been. First off, let's go to look at our first game, Buffalo and Tennessee. Tennessee trying to find its identity, SEC. Tyler Bray looking to be the best quarterback in the SEC as they take on little old tiny Buffalo. Trying to get a running game. Tennessee's going to win 38-6 in the blowout. Then we have Kentucky and LSU. Kentucky, the worst offense in the SEC. LSU, the best defense in the nation. LSU wins 52-0. I'm going to go ahead and predict at least 2 defensive touchdowns. At least. Ole Miss and Fresno. This one's going to be real close as the Ole Miss Rebel Black Bears go to Fresno in California. Fresno reeling a little bit, struggling with an FCS school in North Dakota, and having a good game against Nebraska. Ole Miss looking for a win. Expect them to win against Fresno 34-21 as just the SEC's just overpowered the little whack school out in California. Then we have Mississippi State playing at Georgia. Both teams being a little disappointed right now where they are in the season, having a lot more expectations than what they have. Georgia's going to win 24-17. It's going to be a close game. It can go either way, but I just really feel Georgia just has the better playmakers right now. Vic Ballard is good, so is Chris Relf, but Aaron Murray, he has talent. It's just yet to tap it in. Looking for some playmakers, but since it's at Athens, I'm going to have to go with the Georgia Bulldogs to beat the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Auburn and South Carolina. Both teams looking for some answers on offense and defense. South Carolina's defense looking real good. Auburn's looking terrible. Auburn, usually known to have a great offense, had a terrible showing against Florida Atlantic. South Carolina's offense looked terrible. It's complete flip-flop right now, and this game is going to be looking for a lot of answers for both teams. But since it's going to be in Columbia, South Carolina, I'm going to have to go with the Gamecocks to win 28-21 in a really close game that could really go either way. Really depends on who decides to come to play, who makes the big plays, and it also is going to really depend upon who runs harder, Marcus Lattimore and Michael Dyer. Right now, where they're at in the season, Marcus Lattimore and the Gamecocks in Columbia, I'm going to have to put my money on the Gamecocks to win. And then, Texas A&M and Arkansas. Texas A&M was just accepted into the SEC, and they'll be playing with the SEC next season. This is a rivalry that Arkansas has owned for the past decade. Texas A&M, real good team, but let Oklahoma State come back and beat them last week. This team cannot handle the pass, especially on the outside. Arkansas has better playmakers than Oklahoma State, not taking anything from Brandon Whedon and Justin Blackman, but Tyler Wilson has more playmakers in the skill position. Expect Arkansas to win in a shootout, 42-31. And here we are, game of the week. And I'm real excited to watch this one. Alabama playing at the Swamp. Florida Gators are red hot. Will Muschamp and Charlie Weiss has got some chemistry going. The twin duo running backs down in Florida, Jeff Dempsey and Chris Rainey look real good. Courtney Upshaw and Lester and Drake Kirkpatrick are ready to take on this Florida offense. Alabama is looking real good as well. This is going to be their first true test of the season after Arkansas. This game's going to be real good. It's at the Swamp, but right now, you're a fool if you're going to try and put your money against the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alabama wins 28-17 in this game. So roll Tide, and let's watch some football. SEC.